you doing? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're coming here for the first time. My name is Chi. I am a hairstylist and a YouTuber based in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So to start off her hair, I make single, just individual box braids around the perimeter of her hair, and I use a little bit of, this is boom hair extension, so it's like a kinky textured type of hair, not so coily but slightly kinky type of hair extension. To it's close to her relaxed hair texture to give me an extra boost in the length, and also to make the individual braids have more structure so that it can last more. So when I am done making the individual braids around, I then proceeded to make the pattern for the crochet braid that still looks like box braid that will be inside the remaining part of her hair, and you're going to see what it looks like as we go along. As you can see for the pattern, when I make the previous one, I add the tail of the braid to the next one, just like this, and I did that all the way. If you can afford to make two individual braids in the front, I think it's going to look better, but that was fine. So I use a latch hook to attach the hair extension into the single braid, and then I open up the hair extensions. I had too much of that, so I had to let it go. So I need just enough hair, while ensuring that her natural hair is not inside that. I snipped off the extra one, so I took that extra one so that this hair extension can effectively cover the individual braid. So I just place it in between the hair extension and start sewing. This is the only way I could come up with having individual braids around the perimeter of her hair, and it still looked very okay. So in Nigeria we call this sewing dread. So I just try to ensure that her hair, the individual plait with her hair, is nicely tucked into the middle of those other two, and then I sew it around. Depending on the hair extension you use, you can afford to sew just by the sides, but this hair is kind of flexible, and if I don't sew it all the way around, her hair is going to be showing or gradually push its way and be visible, and I didn't want that. So I took my time to sew it almost all around, and then when I get to where the hair extension is, I would use this and wrap You know that demarcation where the shorter part of this dread hair extension stops. So I use the hair extension I use in braiding to wrap around and kind of reduce the difference in where the short one stops and where it meets the long one, so that I won't have like a gallop or like a sharp stop. Okay, so I use that to wrap around the ending part to make it blend in and then sew it better. So you're going to see me do it now more closely. So I pull that to make sure the length is as long as the braided part of her own hair. Then I open up the hair extension and try to use it to cover the one that has her braid. I don't open up the second one, the shorter one. I don't open it up, I just lay it. The one I unravel does most of the covering, then this shorter one is there for support, to cover the back and provide like a firmer support, a firm support for the individual braid. So I start sewing mostly from the side, like I grab the longer part and the shorter part and sew it, then go through the braid in the middle to make sure it doesn't show, then move to the other side, grab the two hair extensions and sew it together. So I just keep doing that. When I get to where her braid stops, her own natural hair stops, I take the tail of the hair extension I added while making her individual braids. I wrap it around where the shortest part of this dread looking hair extension is, to ease, okay, like to blend where it stops in, to blend it into, just watch like that. I use it to transition from where her hair is that is fatter to where the hair extension is that is not as fat, so it blends, it helps to blend that transition, and then I sew that place tight kind of to make sure it doesn't unravel. And then when I am done, I will just roll it in between my hands to help it blend better and look more, not really worn, but I don't know, look more blended in kind of. Okay, so I'm going to let you just watch it again once. When I am done, I then proceeded to style. Okay, you will see how I added the remaining hair. This is a very much closer look, you understand it from watching here. So I added the crochet to the other braids and then styled it, as you will see. the needle through the hair 2 times and secure it before then adding the beads or the fake cowries, and then go through it just as you're seeing. I try to make sure it is secured and tight, and then just wrap it up. Okay, so I did this for some shine. That's just an oil sheen for shine, and now I will proceed to just style her hair in a way that will be convenient for her to get around without needing to repack the hair for some days. And I appreciate every time you spend here. Please leave a comment if you have anything to say. If you don't have any question, then you can just say hi, please. Okay, thank you so much. Now we are going to pose, take pictures, and show you, fine girl things. I like this hair because you don't need like a hair packer to pack. You can just, once you're done styling the hair where you want it to be, just grab one of the dreads hair and tie it. It's not slippery, so it's not going to lose. Okay, so this was the style we came up with. She looks so gorgeous. Bye.